Paul, we've been waiting for the real action to start, and what a day here at Plainmoor this afternoon.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, first game of the season, all that matters is 3 points. So we've got off to a good start. Couldn't have had a worse start in the game. Spoke about mentality and a good start in the changing room. We don't get hold of it up front. We give the ball away sloppy in midfield. They counter, cross, goal, 1-0 down very early. And what we spoke about is setbacks. So when you get a setback, you've got to get over it very, very quickly and react. You know, what's done's done. You've got to look forward and march on. So our reaction to going 1-0 down was fantastic. I thought first half, once we got into the game, I thought it was exhilarating at times, especially down the sides, you know, little bits of movement. Once we got switching the ball and joining in attacks, I thought we looked a real threat. Deserved our 2-1 lead at half time. Could have been more, really. Second half, it became a little bit disjointed, a little bit. We weren't quite as flowing as the first half. Having said that, though, I think if we hit the bar twice today, their goalie was magnificent. Made 2 or 3 really good saves. But also, what I will say is our goalie's made a magnificent save in the last second. So every team you play against will always have chances. I think Enfield had 1 in the first half and 1 in the second half. They scored their chance in the first half, and Hammy's made a tremendous save at the end. So that was pleasing to dig in and get over the line. We got a million things to work on. What I will say is it's very, very hot. First game of the season, very sticky, very huge expectation on us for the first game. I thought the boys showed tremendous character to come through that and get the 2-1 win. And like I said, Dom, this 3 points is all that matters.
In some ways, it almost felt like a cup tie today. That we were the favourites and all that. And did you feel any extra pressure going out there? There's been so much talk over the summer, and then today was day one, and you just felt everybody in here, as always, of course, will really wanted those 3 points.
Personally, I don't know if the players felt extra pressure, but I said to them before the game, there's only pressure on me. There's no pressure on the players. I don't put pressure on the players. Go on, I'll take the pressure. I've been in football long enough to know expectations and to know pressure. That's fine. I've got no problem with pressure. It doesn't bother me one bit. I think the players were tremendous, and that the setback of the early goal, you could feel the whole country looking at it, thinking Enfield. You know what I mean? And but we reacted brilliantly. Enfield were a threat from set pieces. You know, they're well organised. They work tremendously hard, as I knew Gav's teams would, and they kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. And I feel we should have took one of our chances second half to finish the game off, but we didn't. And we were resolute and dogged at the end. So we are nowhere near where I want us to be. Nowhere near. But the fans helped us through, and you can definitely, if you was watching this game today, you're going home as a Torquay fan saying, well, we've got stuff to improve on, we've got this to work on, that to work on, but didn't they work hard? So that makes me happy. So that's you know, all in all, tough start for us. We knew it would be. Like you said, expectation and all, and home game and a big crowd, and sun's out, and it's first game of the season, and the new ownership and all that's happened, and we've come out of it with 3 points.
Picking up on 2 things that you said there. First of all, how important it was that your team responded in the right manner, because sometimes if a team can score early on and sit on that lead and it takes a while to get into that, it can become a bit of a problem, but your team responded in the right manner. And also what you mentioned at the end, and that save from James Hammond.
Yeah.
And when you get those moments when they haven't had a lot of chances, it's important to remain switched on right into the end, isn't it?
Absolutely. We talk about focus and mentality a lot. And you know, when it's hot and you're tired, it's very easy for your mind to take over and tell your body you're tired and you can't do it. But, you know, look, that's what Hammy's there for. He's done it for me before. You know, he's made a critical save at a critical time. But their goalie's made multiple critical saves at critical times. So yeah, it's but the most pleasing thing of the day, as you quite rightly said, was our reaction to going 1-0 down, because I saw the boys, you know, they were saying just keep doing, believe the process, keep going, and they did. And there wasn't There wasn't 2 or 3 minutes of lashing at the ball or anything. We got straight back into the game. And like I said, I think we thoroughly deserved to go in at half-time 2-1 up.
And finally, Paul, just a message for the Yellow Army. You've already touched upon them, but 3,800 inside Plainmoor. Say, what an atmosphere that was.
Oh, they're brilliant. They're brilliant. You know, when the scoreboard goes up with 4 minutes injury time, and it's going to come on top. Of course it isn't. You're screaming to get up, and you never do. You always sit in. You don't get up, and you know they were chanting us through at the end, and you know, I think they showed their appreciation of how hard we worked at the end, and you know they were fantastic, and just you know, stick with us, and it was brilliant playing front.